Ah,
What's that? Oh, there we are. Hi, everybody.
enough of you.
Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Enough of You.
I'm not slanted. The camera is. A little bit.
It's Mr. O
Hi.
and me, Banshee.
And we are in low-level lighting. My apparent studio light burnt out on me.
No.
I told you that, but you weren't
I
listening.
wasn't listening. That's a sad thing.
We'll just have to get another one.
A bulb, right? So special.
Yeah, the
bulbs.
bulb.
All
You didn't
right.
see me puttering with it over here?
I guess I did not. I wasn't down here, I don't think, when you were doing
It was
that.
happening when you were here.
Anyway,
Anyway.
welcome to the show. We're going to get started with a card for the collective, of course, and today I am using the Liminal Forest Oracle by M.J. Cullinane. It's a favorite of mine. Tarot by Candlelight. Okay.
As long as I can see the card.
All right. As long as you can somewhat see us, you'll see our dark side today. Whatever that is. Okay. All right.
Hi, Libra.
Libra, I'm going to get in touch with you. Mr. O, I think gave me your email address. I want to run it by him one more time just to be sure I wrote it right because I'm bad. And I will let you know your choices. There's 2 choices of readings, if that is what you now want. All right.
Hi, January girl. Good to see you.
Yeah, January girl, it's been a while. Good to have you back. Always like to see old faces or names.
Well, we only have to look in the mirror to see old faces.
It's true. It's true. All right. I have pulled the top card. I was going to get Mr. O to pull, and then something compelled me to pull the top card, and it's interesting. It is Compass. Compass. And speaking of fine print, Mr. O, could you read that? No, I don't want you to, but it's pretty small.
I could.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Our potential unfolds when we surround ourselves with individuals who act not as destinations, but as compasses. A compass keeps you on track, moving in your intended direction, and lets you know when you are straying off course. These are the people who, through their wisdom, patience, and understanding, guide you subtly yet profoundly. They don't dictate your destination or map out every step. Instead, they provide gentle nudges, aligning you with your true north. Their presence is like a beacon in the fog, never overbearing, always reassuring. By embodying the qualities of a true mentor. Dang, they stole the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that when I talk about it. They ensure that you remain steadfast in your pursuit, even when the path becomes obscured by the inevitable challenges life throws your way. Such compasses in our lives do more than just guide. They inspire and motivate through their actions and resilience. Observing them tackle their journeys with integrity and grace provides a template for us to emulate. They share their insights not by preaching, but through doing. Their subtle mentorship is invaluable, for it teaches us to dream and act with purpose and passion. Who serves as a compass for you? And it's such a nice way of putting it. And I think there are various types of compasses in our lives. One of the most important ones is what they mention here. Really positive mentorship is exactly as they describe it here. People who don't tell you which way you got to go, but guide you and nudge you in a direction. They let you see it for yourself. They support you along the journey. They are the ones who are your true mentors.
Well, when I think of compass, I think of a couple of workshops I went to about compass orienteering, the idea of using a compass to orient yourself. And this is good for people who like to be in the woods or in certain places where it's not always easy which way to go. But I think that general idea of orienteering yourself to your purpose or to those who help you with your purpose or who mentor you, etc., is very much a valid concept that we're talking about.
And another type of compass on this show is the person who keeps us in line, Violet Lotus, and keeps us on track, Violet Lotus. Thank you for your patience. It didn't speak of that.
That whip that is many states long.
All right. Thank you for your patience and your guidance, Violet.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine. Good to see you. We got a birthday reading today. We're going to do a birthday reading for Divine You.
All right.
It was her birthday. Was it last Thursday?
Her birthday's right around, it was last week. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember.
Okay. So we're going to get started with it. And Mr. O, why don't you choose the deck?
Okay. I will use the Star Spinner Tarot.
All right. Oh, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to
Well,
get
I got
out of
one
the live for a minute and pull up the reading, which I have here.
So, happy birthday, Divine. I don't know if you'll join us this afternoon. I'll probably just send you a note through Gmail telling you can see your birthday reading here.
There. You can't see this from there, probably.
Are you shuffling too?
Yes, I am.
Go for it.
All right. So just a reminder to everybody that we're always happy to do a birthday reading around your birthday.
We just need to know in advance.
Yes.
Even a day or two helps.
Well, look who's here.
Hi, Sonny.
That's right. Step right on that, Sonny. Why don't you lay there, too? Because I'm a busy here.
Lay down. Be a good boy and lay down.
Don't worry. I'll keep you on track, Mr. O. No, don't do that
You're
to
the
me.
one he wants.
All right.
Okay, card 1.
Card 1 is the gift that Divine received last year that they can use to make the most out of this year.
Ooh, I like it.
What do you got?
It's the upright Queen of Swords.
Nice. Divine.
Yes.
So the gift of last year that you can use to make the most out of this year is the smart, sharp, clear decisions that you have made in your life. You've made some decisions, you made some moves, right? Last year you moved to India, etc. Whatever moves you have made, whatever decisions you have made are going to carry over into this year in a positive way, I think.
The Queen of Swords is kind of like that idea of, a very valid decision being made or a choice being made. I think that from that overall kind of general concept, it also applies to the idea of like maybe, a person, you perhaps finding your voice, finding the actual purpose you were looking for as manifested in a choice that you made. So I think that's pretty cool.
All right, card 2, the gift of the present moment.
Something happened and we've disconnected from the chat. Chat disconnected. Can anyone hear us? Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Okay, it does say reconnected. Okay. Card 2. And what was that again? The gift of the present
of the present moment.
Thank you, Neelam. We just had a system message saying we are disconnected, but then it reconnected. Okay, so it is the reversed King of Coins.
Oh, okay, the gift of the present moment. Well, is chaos a gift? Things may seem a little bit chaotic right now, Divine, in your life. Maybe you feel that. Maybe you feel like there's a little bit of a loss of control in some area of your life. But sometimes that can be a gift. A gift in that it makes you focus more on, what's most important to you.
Well, the gift of the present moment may be realizing that you have to have better or some change to your management style or the management of the things that are going on. And from our conversations with you, we realize there is a lot going on for you, between your kids, your mom, your home, your career. So the gift of the present moment is maybe making you realize you do need to put your attention on it. And a lot of times, Divine, when you come here, you do sort of act like you're out of sorts, or you're having some difficulties understanding your path or seeing your path. This is a gift in a way too, to be able to question that and to maybe try on what the various solutions could be. So don't give up on that. Give up on that idea that, sometimes chaos does provide opportunities.
Right there, what you said, I like that. Card 3, the gift from your connection with others in the next year.
And it's the reversed Two of Coins.
Oh, maybe that's where some of the chaos in your life is coming from, Divine.
Others.
Exactly. This could be family. This could be, people that you're working with, etc. You aren't working right now, though, I believe you said previously. I have a feeling this is family or people surrounding yourself with. There is some chaos in your interpersonal relations. And, it may be a wake-up call of some sort to you that maybe you have to exert a little bit more control and authority here and set some firm boundaries to make sure that people aren't taking some advantage of you.
I'm not so worried about you being taken advantage of so much as just maybe there's also the possibility that you are dealing with others' problems and not being able to focus more on the things you need to focus on. And so maybe through that idea that, you're lending a hand or you're trying to mentor or guide other people, that maybe, this is kind of like physician, heal thyself, take thine own medicine kind of thing too. That some of the things you may feel you have to express to others, your children or people, are also things that maybe you should, consider for yourself.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little tough love there.
Card 4 is the gift that will help Divine work on, achieve, or move forward on their dreams and goals.
And we're continuing the trend of reverse cards here.
Oh, my.
With the reversed Ace of Wands. Spin that, dearie.
Well, I can spin that, actually. I think here, when things go south, Divine, when things don't turn out the way you had hoped they would, it's almost as if for you, that can propel you to work harder. That can propel you to try harder, to focus more. I think that you take defeat as a challenge, to create positivity out of it. And so that's sort of what I see what's going on here is you like to take defeat as a stepping stone towards success. You can really analyze what's gone wrong here and turn it to gold.
I like that. I think that's a sense of, as a Scorpio, a lot of times scorpionic energies make them feel like they're the underdog or like puts them at the point of that, there is a lot of times an energy drawn towards being, down and out. And therefore, you've reached the bottom in that sense, that literal sense. And therefore, the only way to go is upward.
And
Hi, B.
The gift from your spirit guides or ancestors, what do they want you to know or keep in mind for this year?
And at last we return to upright cards, and it's the upright Page of Chalices, Cups. Page of Cups.
Wow. Well, I have to say that they want you to keep in mind this year that you can connect with them. They may have messages for you in this year ahead. They may send you signs and synchronicities that you should pay attention to, Divine. There may be messages coming to you through dreams or other forms.
Yeah, this page is the perfect kind of vector towards our intuitive or psychic process. And a lot of times that's what's going to be going on here, especially when we're lining it with the idea of your ancestors and spirit guides. Pay attention to dreams. Keep a notebook or something to write near where you sleep, because you may forget them if you don't write them down right away. Even if it just seems like disconnected symbols, write them down. Hey, you could always ask us, but certainly things start to make sense when you start to think about them more too.
And you know what else I want to add, because I focused on the messages coming from your spirit guides or ancestors. I think they're also trying to tell you that this is a year that your intuition will be able to guide you through the difficulties you face. Trust your gut, trust your intuition and what it's telling you this year. All right. And
Card
finally,
6.
the gift this year will ultimately give to you. What lessons will you have learned, or what progress or growth will you have achieved by year's end? No.
It's the Ten of Swords.
But it's upright.
It's upright. Well, it sounds to me like things are going to probably finish, not necessarily in the way you want. It may be that sometimes we find we have to really negate something. We have to really, what I said, go to the bottom before you can come back out. This may seem to indicate that there are things going on that you may not be aware of, people who are going to be contrary to some of your purposes. And so the gift finally that's brought is that maybe you need to have an awareness of those who may choose to impede on your progress or actually deliberately prevent it.
Well,
I didn't want to sugarcoat it.
No, and I'm not sugarcoating it. I think here, in a sense, this that's the Two of Pentacles, right? I almost feel like this kind of ties into what we said about, that was the connection with others, right? The way you throw the cards, I'm not sure. Is this card
1, 2, 3?
Yeah, card 3.
4, 5,
the connections
6.
with others. Despite what others may try to do to throw you off your game or to hold you back from achieving what you really need in life, in other words, as Mr. O had said previously, perhaps dealing too much with other people's problems, you will rise again. You will rise again. You will find a way to get through that. And it's a tough lesson. It's a tough lesson here to set boundaries for yourself and sometimes say no to others. That you have to get your own life in order, like that King of Pentacles, reversed there as well. That, this is, you need your own time too. And enough. And sometimes people have to stand on their own 2 feet.
All right. I think it's kind of a sobering there, but
there's some good stuff as
Happy
well.
birthday.
I think it's amazing here how you can turn defeats into gold. I like this card here. I really feel here this is what propels you. This is what makes you, you don't want disappointment. You don't want things to not turn out the way you want them to, and that makes you work harder towards success. So good luck with that. Good luck with your year ahead. And happy birthday, Divine Universe. All right. I'm going to get back on my show here if I can. Let's see. There we go. All right. And I saw V came in. Hi, V. All right, let's get on with Vidi, I believe, is the first one.
Vidi's up.
Yep. I have my entrance in January and February for Masters. Oh, okay. What outcomes can I expect based on the same? Okay. And today, I'm going to start with the Under the Oak Tarot. And today we're using the Inner Eye Oracle instead of a Lenormand for our 2 cards that we do after we do the tarot.
We're just doing 2?
Yes.
All right.
Just like the Lenormand.
Cool. Always upright?
Correct.
All right. Do I do a regular cut or do I do that like the Lenormand?
I would do it like the Lenormand. I've been doing it that way. Yep. Top and bottom. Whoa. Sunny. Okay. Masters. Well, you got the Ace of Cups upright. Hey, you may enjoy it, but it won't be a cakewalk, Vidi. You got the Ten of Wands upright also. And you got the wheel reversed. That's interesting here. Okay. What do you have?
Strength, support.
Nice.
Which are nice. Yes. Very nice, Viddy, for you.
This is going to be really interesting experience for you, Viddy. I feel here that the outcome, is going to fall a lot on you and the work you're willing to put into it. And admittedly, it's going to be heavy at times. It's going to be stressful at times. But I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you're going to feel enlivened by it. I think you're going to feel passionate about going for this master's degree. And sometimes that makes all the difference when things get stressful and tough. And I know here with the wheel reversed, there can be unexpected things that happen that could cause delays or some disappointment, but I feel here if you remain strong, others will support you. Maybe, counselors, advisors there, teachers, professors, they will support you in this. So remain strong, and I think you'll get through this.
Yeah, I can't disagree with it, Banshee. And when I look at that Wheel of Fortune over there, I think this is saying that, some unexpected things will happen during this time period, but they're not necessarily bad. They may be just minor delays or, you didn't get a message, but then the next day you do get the message. I don't think I see anything bad here. I see all that passion and the realization that, of course, you have to take on this mantle of work,
Yeah.
But there is support and strength for you in doing that. And that maybe the more people see you showing your strength, showing your work here, the more support you get too. It could be something like that. What is the deck you're using?
Yeah, I believe it's called Under the Oak Tarot. I was looking to see if I had the box nearby, but I'm not seeing it readily now. I may have put it away. I think it's Under the Oak Tarot. It's a very interesting deck that I just happened across on Amazon one day, and I thought, how did I let this escape my notice? But it is fairly new, and it's very colorful. I like it. I want to say also, Viddy, one more thing about that Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about the fact that, as you're progressing through this master's degree, things are going to get tougher as you go. And maybe some of that is related to some of the unexpected things that come up, but it always gets tougher towards the end of something. It always seems harder, too, because we're so anxious to get it done. So stay the course. Be strong. Support is going to be there for you. I think you have nothing to worry about. That's what we have for you.
All right.
Good luck with that.
And Jackie is up.
I think I ended up putting the box in my cabinet over there. That's why I'm not seeing it. Okay.
That's an interesting thought there, Jackie.
What does Jackie want? Which I think are of a past life. Was I Amish in a past life? How do you want to do that? Amish.
We'll throw 3 cards, but if we don't feel we have the answer, we'll do a yes or no.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to have to do a yes-no on that one. But
so let's see what 3 cards we get anyway.
All right. Amish. Oh, doggone it. You say Amish, I say Amish. You say tomato, I say tomato.
I throw tomato at you.
Well, fine. See what I throw at you. I'm an Aries.
What haven't you thrown at me?
Flamethrower?
What haven't you?
Oh, plenty yet.
What are they going to do? Come over and slap me? All right. Well, they should just suck it up like the buttercups.
That is true, Violet. That is true. I don't want to offend anyone. And as a librarian and a journalism major, I know the importance of getting names right.
I know, but if I can't slap her, I don't think the Amish are going to do it either. All right, so Jackie, were you Amish in a past life? Our first card is the Two of Wands. Our next card is the Hierophant reversed.
They're both reversed, right?
They're both reversed, yes. Right. I'm almost like, no, you were anything but the Amish with that
I'm
one.
thinking so, maybe.
And then the Page of Cups. Well, I'm not sure what kind of thoughts you're receiving there, but when I see the Hierophant reversed, I feel like, no way you were Amish. You were like out of order.
But then you get a card like restriction, and the Amish have a lot of...
okay, maybe you were the bad Amish person that kept acting out.
You might have been ill. I'm wondering about this restriction and rest.
Hi, SP. I think we were just thinking of you earlier.
How does that happen? I just said, you know who we haven't seen in a while is SP. I said this just before we started the show.
So if I sing, Anthony will show up, right?
Well, I'm sure Claudia will be here because the Lions are playing, well, they're not playing Dallas. She likes Dallas, but they're in Texas. So they're playing the Houston Texans.
Yeah, we know all about them.
Yes, and that's what I was thinking, Violet. But I'm not so sure about this. I'm getting a distinct feeling here with restriction and rest together that maybe in this past life that, I don't know, maybe that this dream is symbolizing, whether you were Amish or not, you might not have been healthy for, maybe there was an extended period of being off your feet and resting, restriction and rest. I get that.
What about the other cards?
Well, let's get there. Let's look at that. I feel here with the Hierophant, you were kind of a radical in this life. If you were Amish, you bucked the trend here. You did not like restrictions, if restrictions is about that. You did not like the order of, their universe, so to speak. And
well, not only were you probably against the grain of their culture or life, but maybe you were intuitive and you spoke your mind about things you saw. Maybe you felt things, and so I'm not saying you were a witch, back then, but people might have thought, you just didn't really fit in because of these things, these qualities about you.
You didn't fit in. I think it's really clear with the Hierophant card here. Now, what about that Two of Wands? What are you thinking about that?
Well, the Two of Wands typically sounds like maybe somebody who things don't necessarily go as planned, or who don't necessarily have a suitable support system behind them at times.
Yeah. So I wonder here.
I think I still want to do a yes or no just to sort of get a sense of definitive.
I had another thought. Yes, I think we want to.
Sure.
If you were Amish in this life, or just in a lifetime where you were radically different from the norm, here's what I think too. You might have been kept away from others. You might have been locked away. I think about, for example,
they can't
Jackie,
have you rub off on other people.
For example, Jackie, I'm just going to go there, but I don't think this is the case. I'm thinking of the Victorian era, where women were kind of kept in the yellow wallpaper attic, right?
Go to your fainting couch, woman.
Right. So, that's possible another meaning I'm seeing here through this. And the Two of Wands being reversed indicates to me that, what you had hoped to aspire for did not come to be in this lifetime.
Oh, bam.
Yeah.
That's why you're not Amish in this life, Jackie.
Do you want to do the yes, no anyway?
Oh, I do. I want to give you a definitive answer.
There are some indicators here, but whatever this life was, you really rebelled against the status quo. So I don't know if that's coming out in your dreams, but...
You gave them the vapors. Well, that's Victorian. That's not really Amish. Oh, my cards are all over the place. Well, that could always be too.
You got it, Violet. We don't take no restrictions lightly. Oh, Sonny. It's purring, purring, purring. Aww. Well,
okay, first of all, I am using the English Magic Tarot. This one came out on the 13th card, the first ace, and then the very next card was another ace. So that says leading towards yes. And then the final card is the Five of Wands, and the fellow looks like he is sort of thrashing about a little bit, and that adds a little cred towards what we were saying about how maybe you didn't fit in, maybe you acted out, maybe they were trying to restrict your movement, but probably this is saying they didn't get as far as they might have liked. You were probably Amish, but or something like that. You know, there could be variations in other lands or times.
Oh, I don't know if they didn't get as far as, they would have liked. I think that the other reading kind of indicates they kind of tried to bring you down. And the Five of Wands here is definitely a card of arguments, disagreements, discord, fighting for, that sometimes can be constructive. But considering some of the tone I saw in the other reading, I don't think this was very constructive. Obviously you fighting for your rights and your autonomy was a value. But, this was a fight you could not win, apparently. Wow. Interesting reading, Jackie.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, that turned out really fascinating.
We're always fascinated with these kind of things ourselves. All right, so we're on to January Girl. Hey, January Girl.
Hey, and January Girl wants
welcome,
to know
Jackie.
about her and CJ going back and forth for a while. Will we have a relationship? Is he the right person? Okay, well, let's see what we got. We might want to do a yes, no, and is he the right person? Let's see how it goes.
And you are welcome.
A good TV series. There you go. Hey, Divine, we did your birthday reading at the start of the show, so you might want to wind back and listen to it. It's done for you. We like to do them at the beginning of the show. So happy birthday. You are very welcome.
Earlier today, Banshee's Material Matters was on at 10 a.m. and it was a nice little session. Some of us were there. It's good financial information, the keys to success, as we like to say. So check that out. It's on our YouTube video. It's also time-stamped, so you can go directly to your astrological science reading. Enjoy.
All right. So let's
right.
see what's going on with CJ back and forth. Will there be a relationship? All right, well, this isn't the end of the world, but we have the world reversed here. We'll talk about that. Oh, I'm going to have to look this up. The Visionary of Fire. Which, did I leave my
I bet
book
it's the
here?
page.
It is the page, I believe, yeah. Although I think there's an apprentice in this deck. That's why I'm concerned. Oh, man.
Hope you enjoy it, Divine.
I don't have the book here.
Somewhere you can get it?
Maybe. Do you want to take the screen? You got the screen down. Okay, let me take a look. Oh, I need to do it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have picked that deck. Uh-oh. No. I should not have. I'm not going to be able to find it. I can't believe I don't have it out here. Let me just check one more time. No. Oh, wait. There it is. Thank goodness.
This next Saturday, our happy hour will be back at its normal time of 10 a.m. And check it out. It's a single card for everyone in the chat room. And we promise an uplifting and positive message, possibly from the divine. So check that out. Saturday at 10 a.m.
There's an initiate, a voyager. The visionary is the king.
Oh, okay.
Yep, the visionary is the king. So that is the King of Cups.
Excuse me. King of Wands?
King of Cups because it's water.
No, it's fire.
Oh, it's fire? King of Wands. Sorry. And then we have the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands reversed. All right. I can sort of see why you're going back and forth here a little bit. That's sort of indicative of the world here. It's almost as if things aren't totally where they need to be yet. You don't feel... Oh, go ahead. What is that?
Disingenuity. Commitment. Oh, are we nailing something here? What's going on?
There is some... Yeah. You know, I think that things are not complete with you yet, with the two of you. And I feel there is a lot of passion this person, CJ, has for you. That Queen of Wands here. It's the King of Wands. The King of Wands. I feel here that they also, you know, part of it may also be... I'm beginning to get a different feel here. I don't know why I was thinking it was the Queen of Wands after I said it was the King. I feel here that they may be feeling really kind of full of themselves, you know. They're very egotistical. They kind of tend to put themselves a little bit first. I don't know. Are they a fire sign, January girl? I can't remember if you've told us that. But it seems to me they're very... They kind of want things done their way. When they're ready, they will let you know. And the bottom line here is that Seven of Wands, they almost feel right now not necessarily in a bad place about this relationship.
Earth sign.
Oh, they're an earth sign. Okay. Not necessarily in a bad place about this relationship, but they almost feel like maybe... I don't know what I want to say about that.
Okay, thank you. So I think that this is kind of like, you know, Good Time Charlie. This is a person who isn't really ready to commit yet. There may be intense passions and things going on, but they sort of feel like they're not where they want to be at with that. So that could be that world reverse. That could be this card here.
I think that could be that one.
And I sort of feel like they may have expressed the idea like getting too serious would ruin the vibe, you know. So I'm not saying that they're a player, but I'm saying that maybe they just truly don't feel they're ready to be serious in a committed relationship. They might like being in a pseudo relationship, being more or less a steady kind of thing. But disingenuity and commitment, it's not to say that they won't change, but I have a feeling they're not going to change real soon or now.
Boy, did you nail that, because that's exactly what I think that is.
Capricorn.
You know, Capricorns take a while to come around. They absolutely do.
Well, I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. She has some. Our son's a Capricorn. One of my best friends who's an astrologer is a Capricorn who raised a Capricorn child. And they affirm that Capricorn children, young people, adults have to learn for themselves. Advising them, showing them, they got to decide for themselves.
And I actually think what he said there is what I was trying to grasp with, but I couldn't get. I really feel that this is about, they feel right now, if they tie themselves down at this point in time, they would put themselves at a disadvantage. You know,
Okay,
they just don't feel it's advantageous right now to make that commitment. So they might
Can't you change that, Jackie? Okay, I guess you can't.
So they might be trying to keep it going till they're really sure. And so they're being a little disingenuous here about that.
I can insult every single sign of the zodiac, including my own, because I know enough about that to take those pot shots here and there. But Capricorns obviously are very serious signs. They're very loyal in their own level signs, and also they really are about business, but they have to decide what the business is.
Well, and I also think that possibly here too, the way I look at it is male and female Capricorns do kind of operate a little bit differently, I think, with that energy. Like maybe, and maybe that's not a fair thing to say. I don't like to usually get too gendery about these things, but I kind of feel that from Capricorn men and Capricorn women I've dealt with.
I see that too, but I actually see a bigger diversity between the 1 month of a sign and the other month of the sign, because every sign straddles 2 months. So there are December Capricorns and there are January Capricorns.
All right, so let's move on to do a yes-no. I think we need to do one. Let's ask if, how did it go again? I'm just looking. If so, is he the right person? Is he the right person? Let's check it out.
Capricorns can be lonely because sometimes they're used to being alone. Capricorns sort of represent your father or father energies, and so there's a sort of a sense of, going it alone because they have to be the responsible one. Sometimes that vibe is kind of there. Venus in Capricorn too, very interesting.
Oh, wow.
So I think that does add to the loyalty in emotional matters.
Well, Mr. O has both his moon and his rising
sign are
Capricorn.
So
feel sorry for me. I'm just kidding.
Just wait till the camera's off.
See? All right. Okay, so is this person the right person? Let's see.
She has moon in Capricorn, so she should talk.
That's all. I don't know about this.
Not even one?
Nope.
We fooled you.
There, one of air. It's leaning towards no, but it is not a definite no. But I do see some little bits of warning signs here. Okay, we have the Artist of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands.
But she's reversed.
Yes. And then we have the Eight of Water, the Eight of Cups upright. And then we have the One of Air, which is the Ace of Swords. And that just tells us leaning towards no. And the reason it's leaning towards no could be a couple of things here. It may be that they may choose to walk away. They may choose to walk away. Or the bottom line is, I can't rule this out, January girl. You may get tired of the back and forth-ish stuff, and you may choose to walk away and seek something higher. 8 of Cups, right?
Yeah, well, I was looking at the Queen of Wands reverse too, because this sort of has an edge that maybe does pertain more likely to women than men, but it's sort of like maybe a cattiness. It's sort of like an anti-charisma, somebody that maybe still seems attractive yet sort of has a snarkishness about them, or has a hell hath no fury, like, you know, a person scorned kind of energy. The 8 of Cups does sort of signal to me the idea of somebody who says, I can do better, or I feel there is something better.
That is correct, January girl. It's leaning towards no, he's not the right one. But, you know, this is just a snapshot in time. The cards might be indicating this now because maybe they don't see the end in sight to a commitment at this time. You got to remember, the world was reversed here, which means that commitment is still not happening. And then, of course, we had that disingenuousness with the ring. So
it seems like it's the kind of thing that you won't necessarily know this soonish. I mean, maybe you just have to decide if you're willing to ride out things for a while without a real progression in the relationship or not. Because it seems like that's what they want.
You may not want to put all your eggs in one basket right now, especially if this flip-floppy stuff continues. So that's all I can say, because somebody might end up walking away ultimately. And the good news with the walking away, if it's for you, if you're the one walking away, there may be better things in store for you. So good luck with that. Maybe if things continue and you want to keep this going, you maybe don't want to let it go completely. You might want to check in with us again at some point and see if the vibe has changed. Okay? I'm not saying you should dump this person
I'm
now,
not either. I don't feel it's time for you to think that.
but I do feel you have to be realistic here in realizing this may not go anywhere deeper anytime soon. But if you prove us wrong, we'd love to hear about it.
We would love to hear that.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
You're welcome.
Very welcome.
Good luck.
We are on Neelam.
Hi, Neelam. The Leo or the Virgo? And you're a Libra. I'd say the Leo astrologically sounds more your type. Just because I think you're actually, no, you're not opposites on the wheel. That would be Aries and Libra. But I think astrologically there could be more compatibility there. However, Virgo's next to Libra, and some astrologers think you are compatible with signs that are within 30 days of you. So it all depends on who you want to believe, I guess.
So are we going to do 2 and 2 on that one?
Yeah, let's do 2 and 2. We're going to do
those.
2 cards, one for the Leo and one for the Libra.
Oh.
No, you're the Libra, the Virgo.
Virgo. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
And I'm going to use my Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot for this one, Neelam. So Danishwar is the Leo and Cameron is the Virgo. Hope I pronounced those right.
I'm just going to refer to them as Leo and Virgo. Just for my ease of not messing up names. So the Leo or the Virgo. So Leo will be first and then Virgo.
All right. Okay, so here's one for the Leo. It's the 2 of Swords reversed. Here's one for the Virgo. It's the 8 of Wands reversed. Now, the second one for the Leo is the 7 of Swords reversed. And the second one for the Virgo is the Queen of Swords upright.
Oh, let's throw the Lenormand on the first one.
I worked in a medical facility, so I learned a little bit about some of that. What?
Oh, I was just going to say, let's put the Lenormand down for this and work on that first, okay? So here...
It's the Thinker.
Wow.
and endings.
That's really interesting. Well. I think here the Leo may not pan out.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
And I think you're going to give this some thought too, or they are, one or the other here, and they're just going to decide that. They're going to decide it. And maybe it's because some truths will be revealed, either about you to them or them to you, that are not going to be very happy. You know, maybe it will be determined that you both have different goals moving forward, you know, on how, you know, your life together would go.
Well, I'm wondering if the Leo person, and you know, it's funny we have the thinker there because that's also maybe, you know, an aspect of the Two of Swords. But I'm wondering if the Leo person is thinking more in terms of how marriage or a relationship positions them for success or other things. I'm just sort of getting that here. And so that maybe they are the one who's looking with more of a scrutiny for who they think their perfect mate should be. It's just a sense I feel there. And
That's
that maybe that could be something that either they're hiding, but then will reveal and say like, well, this is what I really want.
And so I think after giving careful consideration, they may decide that you're not the one, I would say. I'm thinking.
I kind of get that feeling too, Neelam.
But let's take a look at the Virgo.
So the Virgo, though,
wait, let's here.
Has strength.
Wow.
And decision. And Queen of Swords upright is also about good, positive decision, perhaps strong decision.
Well, what's that?
Eight of Wands reversed is maybe saying, feeling like the target is not the right target, or maybe that you're missing the target, or you don't have energy. But it's kind of funny because, of course, you have energy with the Strength card. Or do you?
Well, I think here what I'm feeling about this is they may be the one. However, they're going to be really kind of scattered or slow about making their decision. They may take time because they may need a little time to determine if you are the correct focal point for them, focus for them. They may have other people that they are considering for marriage. I'm just guessing. I mean, I'm intuiting that here. I'm feeling that here. And so they have to make a choice and decision. And look, that's kind of mirrored both ways here, like he said. But I have a feeling strength is here. And to me, that's indicating that you are a strong candidate here. You are, you are somebody they are considering strongly for marriage.
You know, the interesting thing is that in both of these cases, it does appear that that prospective person is looking more, scrutinizing more who they want. But I think with the Virgo, you seem more favorable to that person. That's what it seems like.
And you know, you mentioned here that the Virgo is younger, so it's no surprise to me that it may take them a little longer to make their mind up, or that they have other people that they might be considering before submitting to tying this to wanting to do this. But I think that there's a strong possibility here that they could be the one. So, hey.
You'll have to let us know.
You'll have to let us know if this pans
How it
out.
works. You're welcome, Divine.
I wish
hope
you
liked
luck
it.
with that. Hey, you are welcome, Divine. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Well, maybe there's something to be said for that. You know, oftentimes relationships get built out of areas of adversity like that. It brings people together. So, I mean, it's possible. I wish you luck with that. And we are on Libra. What hidden messages does Libra need to know? All right, I'll pick a deck.
You're welcome, Divine.
Ah, very welcome,
You're
Divine.
welcome too, Neelam.
Well, Libra, let's see. I'm going to use my Haunted House one. I'm going to be switching up some of my tarots.
Ah, so you work with an ambulance company. I see. Okay. I'm sure that is quite stressful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck to you. Best wishes. Is it my deck? No.
No, because I pulled those. Yeah, so you can grab those.
And if you're interested in the dark side,
Mr. O's got you covered.
Goth Tarot, Wednesdays at 8 a.m. What are the shadow issues of your life? What kind of shadow work do you possibly need to do? It's all there. Check it out. Wednesdays, 8 a.m. or anytime after.
Me and my shadow. And speaking of Shadow, Shadow likes to cuddle with me after my showers for some reason.
Oh?
Yeah. All right.
This is your reading, right?
Yes. All right, so what hidden things, right? It's about hidden things you need to know. Well, you start with the Seven of Wands upright. So I think you're going to have to set some little boundaries here for yourself, Libra. I think you have to stand your ground, and maybe you don't realize it yet, but it's coming. There's a situation coming where you're going to have to stand up for yourself, your rights, or your ground. Set some boundaries. Don't let people take advantage or try to one-up you in any way.
So yes, I agree with Banshee here. I think, Libra, that the hidden message is that a situation's coming where you really will have to take charge or make it very clear exactly what the parameters are for people's involvement or how that goes.
So why is this important? Oh, it's the Hierophant. Well, why is this important? Go ahead. I'll let you go.
Because there's a certain sense of order that you have to preserve or that you have to stand up for. And that this could involve, your home life. Maybe this is a situation that involves, your children or other things like that. And you can't necessarily have somebody else root out your control of those situations. It's about you and what is yours to control.
Right. This is about following rules, making rules, and ensuring that people follow them. And I think here also it does fit in with what I said in a sense about setting boundaries, setting guidelines for what you will tolerate and what you will not, what is unacceptable. So I think there's that. And really with the Hierophant upright, there's not a lot of wiggle room here, Libra.
That's true.
You need to stick, by the rules you set too, and make sure you enforce them. Because if you let one person bend the rules, then everybody else is going to want to bend them too. So where are things headed? Oh, it's another wand. And it is the Knight of Wands reversed.
The Knight of Wands reversed. Where is it headed? Well, this could say that, there's going to have to be a cooling off period between some hot egos, if there are more than one ego involved here. This could be saying that maybe there really will be somebody who feels it's my way or the highway kind of thinking. That could be you, but maybe it's appropriate for that. But I get the feeling that this is a different energy that you're dealing with.
You know what I get out of this? It's pushback. There's going to be pushback to your setting of these rules. That's where things are heading. And let's take a look at what you have there.
delays, and again, restriction.
Oh.
So it is probably about setting certain boundaries, which we were sort of inferring here, but also too that maybe this process is going to sort of have to tamp down for a little while. Like maybe there's going to be a timeout period, and then at some point things will enact again, with the idea that, you know, we have to really kind of restrict how people are dealing with this. You know, if people are being too strident, they have to, you know, watch themselves a little bit.
I feel because of this pushback here and this person unwilling to, you know, follow the rules, clearly there's going to be delays in what you're trying to enforce here. You know, you might feel even restricted yourself because you can't get what you want right away from the people involved here.
Ooh.
So that's why there's delays, and I
I
feel
like that.
it has a
I
lot
like
to
that.
do with that, you know, that somebody is going to push back on this, excuse me, rather strongly.
The presence of the wands does maybe indicate, though, that to some degree people need to, you know, think clever too a little bit. You know, use your smarts.
Well, the presence of the wands could indicate this is a work situation. Is it a work situation or is it in your personal life? It could be either to me. I will say this though, look at that Seven of Wands. That's what you have to do. You have to stand your ground. You just have to stand up for what you want here.
Hi, Kara.
So good luck with that. You just missed Sunny. Sunny disappeared, Kara. He gave up on you. But we can fit you in. That's the good news. Because we're hitting the bottom of the list already, pretty much, I think. We're getting
Yeah, we
there.
only have three
We
or
have
four
SP
more. So
after V. I forgot to put SP in. Oh, I got you. All right. All right, so we're on Christine. Hi, Christine.
hi, Christine. What does Spirit want you to know? I'm going to use the Ancestral Path Tarot.
Am I reading?
Oh, good. Good for you. Congrats. You won 2 first place medals. Nice. 2 second place. Very nice.
Awesome. Did we say you were going to do well? I seem to remember that.
Uh-huh.
Wow, good job, Christine.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, there we are. Spot
Very
on.
happy.
Awesome.
Happy for you.
Well, and Christine, I see we're following each other everywhere now. On Blue Sky, on Threads. So this is good. I'm still staying on Twitter for a while. I'm not sure when and if I will depart, but I have some thoughts about that. You know, I think December, January are real decision times for me about my future there. I'm losing a number of followers, so, you know, it's not critical by any means, but I see people disappearing every day.
Okay. Christine asks, what does Spirit want me to know? Strength. Princess of Swords, that's the Page
Oh,
of
you're
Swords.
putting them all out? Okay. We're doing my reading, I
Oh,
thought.
okay. Then I can do that. So, Spirit may want you to know you have more strength than you realize, or that you need to understand what your true strength or power is. And that, of course, is your compassion, your ability to remain calm in certain situations, or to apply love and compassion to solutions.
Well, I think what you need to know is that the strength you're exhibiting, for example, you know, in these competitions that you're doing, as an example, is that you're strong, but there's more to strength than just strength. You know, there's more to strength than just the physical nature of strength, as he has pointed out here. You know, it's about applying the force in a manner that is conducive for success. I think you're finding out, and what you need to know is how to keep applying that strength that you have in a way that will continue to generate success, but also that this strength you have is more than that. There's agility, there is a quickness of thought, there's a strength of character and determination that plays a role into the success you're seeing right now.
So that's what Spirit wants you to know. But wait, there's more, because why is it important? Well, it's something that she just mentioned in a way. The Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and this card nearly defines not only agility, but grace,
right?
An ability to move with a certain level of precision, and to be interpretive in that sense of that too, to be aware of how you navigate between those situations that maybe do require a gentle touch.
Well, and Mr. O likes to call this, or look at the Princess of Swords as a dancer type. Mm-hmm. And so, in a sense, with martial arts, there is kind of a dance and a choreography, if you will, that goes on there. And so I feel here that this is saying, why is this important? Because combining physicality with agility, with appropriate communication skills, also being able to understand, strategy and your opponent, right, in performances.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I feel is important here.
Hi,
and I know we're applying this to martial arts, but you can apply this to other things in your life. Communication skills will serve you well. Your strength of character as well as physicality will serve you well. Where are things headed, Mr. O? I'm excited. I hope it bears out.
The Five of Cups. All right. Well.
What?
The Five of Cups. Where is it headed? Sometimes we still don't get everything we actually deserve to get, but sometimes we don't always know what it is that maybe we didn't get. This could be a sense of saying that what it is that you don't feel you've received may be something that you didn't really consider anyways. And so, although at some point there may be a sense of disappointment or feeling like, wow, I could have had a V8.
I could have been number 1 instead of number 2.
You still will need to find and realize what it is you do have. And so tying that together, that is maybe the sense that sometimes, even though you have those things, you still may find some of your expectations are still higher, and you have to temper that with the idea that if you're that one, but not everybody else knows it, and they may have to come along as they do.
I think here, the Five of Cups is saying sometimes you set high expectations for yourself here. And maybe where things are headed, now you've had some successes, for example, in martial arts or in other areas of your life under your belt, and you're expecting more. And you will find yourself disappointed in not achieving that. But remember, all is not lost here, and it takes time. It takes time to achieve that pinnacle and more work. That's all. So don't dwell on not achieving the high standards you expect for yourself. Don't dwell on that. Recognize the talents and abilities that you are still developing, and they will serve you well going forward. So let's take a look here. Support. Wow. So I don't know whether this is you and your son.
Relationship.
Or whether this is some mentor that you have. But there is a supportive relationship for you that also will aid you in your goals and your objectives. So even when you feel you can't reach the expectations you have set for yourself, There's support here that will help you achieve your goals ultimately. So rely on this relationship you have, whether it's a teacher-mentor style relationship or it's just a close relationship with family, somebody who you can rely on to support you with your aims and goals.
I'm going to say that maybe what that says is that the cup is never really totally half full, half empty, that there is really differing mixtures, and a lot of that is what you choose to take from it too. So good luck with that.
Good luck with that. And we are on V. And congratulations on your success
Very
with
nice.
the tournament. What are Jonathan's Sagittarius intentions with me? He's crossed the country to come to Portland.
Oracle cards for Kara. All right, it's your deck. I'll take those.
Right, but this is for SP. Okay.
No, it's for V. V's the
Oh,
one who's
V.
up.
V. It's for V. All right. I'm not sure I completely understand the question. What do you think? Is it that they want the Sagittarius? Do you want to know
Well,
if the Sagittarius?
what it sounds like is V wants to know what Jonathan's intentions are.
Will he come across the country to Portland? Is that it?
Well, it sounds like he came across to Portland because you went to see your ex Leo. Is
Okay.
that how it reads to you?
I don't know.
Like all of a sudden he
I
indicated
see.
interest because he knew you went to see the Leo.
I get it.
Is
You're
that what it
pretty
is?
good, Scorpio.
What?
You're pretty good.
Do you think I'm right?
I think you are.
Okay.
And I think only a Scorpio could have seen it.
Yeah, basically, but the other part was important too because
Yeah, I got it.
it sort of was an action that happened because of that.
Yeah. Let's see what we get about Jonathan's intentions. We'll keep it like that. Ah. Oy. It's the Tower reversed. The Hanged Man is reversed. Reversa-palooza.
Well, it's kind of interesting, and I noticed that we're speculating about some of this. Like somebody says, well, how did the Leo find out, or how did Jonathan find out, or whatever. So let's see what we got here.
Can we do the Lenormand too, please? I just want to see.
Family,
Oh.
money.
I don't know how that's going to fit. We'll figure it out. Well, Jonathan's intentions seem to be purely based on his ego right now. When I see the Hanged Man sometimes, I think there's some ego issues going on. They may feel their ego's gotten ruffled here for some reason, and they may feel that it's because they feel like luck has not been on his side. Jonathan may feel the fact that you went to visit your ex, for example, if they knew about this, means that something has gone wrong, that there's something that has gone wrong here.
Right.
I'm not tackling that yet, but you can go ahead.
There's sort of a sense here of for me that I don't understand the scorecard exactly. I think a lot of this is what Banshee says, though, that somebody has ego problems here. I don't know if it's Jonathan necessarily, or is it the ex?
Maybe he thinks you do. By going back to the ex and that, maybe he feels, I don't know.
The Hanged One reverse says maybe somebody doesn't really want to give up one for the other. Like maybe you're still sort of going between the two on some level, or that they feel that way, that they feel like you haven't decided perhaps. But this is about their intentions, isn't it?
And I wonder here with his intentions, if he just feels like this is a cycle that keeps repeating itself. And he's not happy about it, I don't think. But I don't know if he's learned any valuable lesson from this. I mean, in other words, maybe also he feels that you going back to the ex might be a bad sign for you. That, you haven't learned anything because you're going back to somebody who's an ex. And I'm going to assume they're an ex for a reason here. And so maybe he feels this is just a bad thing for you. And now he feels kind of like his luck has changed for the worse because of this. And his ego's been bruised.
It may ultimately be that his intentions will be more about what he feels are family and money importance things that he can kind of see in a tangible sense. What is reality to him? Who really cares about him? And or how he is compensated for the work he does, or anything that sort of promotes security.
Well, in the context of a relationship reading, I'm going to look at money as being things of value, okay? Because that seems to make sense to me here. And he values, it seems like he's somebody who values family or kind of a closeness. This is what he is longing for in some way. Or maybe he's wondering now, if you value that. It's possible. That's the best I can do with this reading, because it's not very clear to me, the question. I mean, I understood it when he said it to me, but I think there's some fogginess here. And so I do feel he was taken aback by this going back to the... if you did it, for example, V, to make him jealous, I have a bad feeling that this could boomerang on you in some way, because he's not feeling really good about this. So good luck with that.
Good luck. And SP is up.
Yeah. All right, SP. Let's see what we've got.
How will your presentation go this week? Okay, that's a nice simple question. Let's see. What do I want to do? I'm going to go back to the English Magic Tarot. I only brought out 4 decks this time instead of 9 or 10.
Oh, is that a dig at me?
No, that's a dig at myself, because I had been bringing out 9 or 10.
I actually, after my trouble with the Awakening Tarot, I actually have another deck in here that has even more ambiguous cards, so I've decided not to use that one this time. So I'm going to switch up my decks a little bit.
I like your thought there, Christine. Good for you.
Ah, awesome.
All right.
That
So
sounds
3
good,
cards.
Christine.
8 of Swords. Upright.
Okay.
Emperor. Upright.
Nice.
And reversed Page of Wands.
Ah.
Okay.
Don't go yet. Let's get the Lenormand in the mix. Not Lenormand. The Inner Eye Oracle in the mix. Okay. We have family again, or the tree. Authority figure. And it's interesting that came up with the Emperor here.
Yeah, and of course you're asking more or less a work related question or something.
Well, you
It
know,
may not be work
SP,
related.
you may be feeling a little bit nervous about this one, I have to say here, with the Eight of Swords upright. There's a sense here that you're worried about how it's going to come off. Are you going to be able to pull it off well? Because you fear who's watching you here. And I think here you're worried that it could impact on something that you were hoping, something good that you were hoping would come out of this. But I have to say, I think here that an authority figure, which is, people who may be in power at your company who are paying attention to this presentation, will treat you well. They'll treat you like a part of the family, and they will forgive a little bit of nervousness. We all feel nervous when we do things. Try very hard to keep yourself in check and in control. Practice your delivery of your presentation so that, you can be looked up to.
I think it's going to more or less go okay, but I think you shouldn't necessarily hold yourself back. Like if you really feel there's something that you feel confident about that you could really put into that presentation just in terms of how you do it or what you show, don't hold back. Feel a level of confidence there, because I think that's your big thing here, is that maybe if you're not feeling as confident as you could be, it may show, and you may be marked on that. But I do feel these cards indicate you have a pretty good shot of understanding how to present and just showing some strength with that.
Yeah, I think it's going to go better than you think. I think you're more worried. But, that page of, I can't totally overlook that page of wands here. I think it'll go over well, but, you're going to sweat this one, and you're going to worry that it may cause you problems. I don't think it will. I really think that they're going to feel you're a valuable part of the team. And you're going to possibly impress somebody, ultimately, with it. So I wish you luck with that.
Good luck.
You may not be getting everything you had hoped for out of it, but once it's over, I do think you're going to breathe a sigh of relief. I think you're going to feel better. So good luck with that. And Kara's up, and I see Tanya's joined us. I think we'll play it by ear for now, Violet. I'm not ready to close since we're so close to the end of the list. So we'll see how it goes. Kara wants top and bottom of an oracle. My goodness, let's see. I'm going to use the Urban Crow one, not the Liminal Forest. And see what we get, Kara.
Oracle.
Yeah, were you going to bring one out?
No,
Yeah.
I need those.
Oh! Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh. I wish you would get us more of those.
Yeah, I like these.
We'll have to find
We need
them.
to go back to that other store and see what we can get there soon. We have coupons to use.
We do. They're going to time out this month, I think. All right. The first card is It's Raining, It's Pouring. The Old Man is Snoring. It's the rain card. And I'm going to put the other one out too now. The bottom of the deck is Luck. Hooray.
When it rains, it pours. Luck.
And then there's a rainbow with a pot of gold at the end of it. Right? Let's hope so. I'm not sure which deck rain is in. It's not in this one. Okay. So it's in the new deck, rain. On a hot, dusty day in summer, there is nothing more refreshing than a quick rain shower. The smell of the steam rising up off the streets and sidewalks. It is one of her favorite smells, at any rate. Is that weird? Our summers in Seattle tend to be dry with little rain. By August, the grass is yellow and 2 months of dust and crud have built upon the surfaces. When the first significant rain arrives, it is refreshing, and unlike in January, it is very much welcome. Rain brings hope that things will grow again and that a time of stagnation is ending. You might find that your thirst for something, whether it's knowledge or adventure, Kara, will finally be quenched. And if you are going through a dry spell, there is an end in sight. Rain cleanses and washes away dust and debris, and with it we can see more clearly. The winds have shifted and a storm is coming, one that will bring a change, but without destruction. Woohoo! So in other words, it's without that tower stuff, you know? But let's go on and we'll combine the two. The other one is luck. Let's see if it's in this deck. It is not. It's in the first deck. And it's very short. Luck is a happy day for the crow who finds fish raining from the sky. Something good is coming. Be sure to position yourself in a place that will yield the best results. So, you know, I'm feeling here, once this dry spell comes to an end, like it's saying, a change is coming that will bring good things with it. Hopefully.
Ideas.
What?
More luck.
What?
More luck.
Kara, maybe you just ought to play the lotto.
And remember to send us a check.
Holy cow, you got luck twice, little
More
one.
luck.
You are going to be
ideas
lucky.
and luck. So I think this is clarifying that basically when this dry spell ends, also refers to maybe your creative juices.
Some idea that you have can bring you some really good luck. So if you have a hunch, play it. Otherwise, it's something else that's coming up that you're going to come up with that's going to bring good luck your way and good things coming. It's really awesome reading, Kara. Very powerful. I like it. Wow. You know, because at first, when you think of rain, we don't always think of that nourishing aspect of rain. We think of sorrow and sadness, gloomy days, you know, the rain must fall, blah, blah. But this is talking about the nourishing aspects of rain. And, you know, considering like how much of the East Coast right now is under drought and is burning up with a lot of wildfires, I think rain is a real welcome thing. So consider that. This is all good. Wow. Good luck with that. Why am I even saying that? You are going to have good luck with that. I want those cards, darn it. And I don't know, I felt at the last minute I was going for my Liminal Forest Tarot or Oracle, but I thought at the last minute, no, I need to do the Crow one for Kara. So I'm glad that turned out that way for you.
Alrighty. And Mary is up. Mary the Aries. What do I need to know at this time?
All right. Your deck, my inner eye.
And I'm using the Tarot of the Ages.
That was crazy. Crazy reading.
So that's your reading again. What do I need to know at this time?
Yes.
So let's do it.
I'm surprised Claudia didn't come in to talk about the lions with me.
What do you need to know at this time, Mary? What you need to know is the Ten of Wands reversed is that if you are feeling very burdened, there will be something coming to relieve these burdens. It feels like maybe there are obligations or things that will be shifted from you, or that you will find a way to mitigate or navigate in some respects. So that, I think, is what's going on.
Jamie's Cowboys is here. We will put them on the list. You're lucky. We are down at the bottom of our list and we can fit you in. I would say maybe only if one more comes in, but maybe we'll close the list.
Closing the list would be good for me.
You want to close it now after Jamie's?
Yeah, after Jamie's.
All right,
you'll
Violet,
be
the
last.
list is closed after Jamie's. I know you might have somewhere to go, so...
So, hey. So, what do you need to know at this time? What you need to know is that there are ways to ease your burdens, or to get away from them, or to shift them.
I'll pin it, Violet. Maybe I'll pin it.
I got it.
Okay, thanks, because I couldn't see it. That darn heart
have
thing
it.
is in the way. Well, Mary, I have to say about this, he's absolutely right. I feel here that the comforting thing to know, what you need to know, is that an end is in sight if you've been going through a stressful period, if you feel like you just have too much going on. Things are going to start to wind down now. You're almost reaching the end of a period of maybe some challenges or turbulence, or maybe overwork, whatever the case may be for you. It's starting to wind down now.
Basically, it feels like things that you haven't been able to get out from under. So they could be obligations too. This could even just be financial obligations. Like maybe all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm not going to have to pay for that anymore. You know, that kind of thing. All right. So why is this important? And it's the reversed Nine of Swords. It's important because it's going to relieve so much anxiety. Whatever these things are, they have literally almost been keeping you awake at night, or making you wake up in not so much fear, but just anxiety. There's a sense of depression. There's a sense of strife or stress that you feel now can be altered.
Right. You know, I mean, that might be the extreme of it, and it may definitely resonate with you, but I would just say this, that basically why is this important is because it's going to make you feel a lot less anxious and stressed one way or another. You're going to feel like lighter, and you're going to feel like maybe if you were fearing the worst out of something in your life, that it's not going to be that bad after all. And so where are things headed, Mr. O? What? After all that? Okay, but
Ten of Swords.
I have to take it in context here.
Right.
Can I go ahead with that one first?
Yes. And this was about the pet's infection. Too.
Oh. Okay. Well, I have to say here that the light at the end of the tunnel has arrived, you know, because if I look at this the way I see it here, these are positive cards. So I feel the worst is behind you now. That's where things are headed. You can put all this behind, you can put whatever was stressing you out behind you now. The light at the end of the tunnel has arrived.
Yeah, I caught some of that earlier. Thanks. I feel that way too. Like this just sort of feels like the ending could be the final ending to the stress and the obligations and the situations that have been, troublesome.
Right. It could be about the vet. It could be about something else. I can't say. And I hope it's about the vet. I hope you have nothing to worry about there. And that, you know, even if there's surgery, that everything will turn out all right. But I can't say for sure if these cards are about that. Well, I don't even know if these cards fit this. I'm going to have to give this some thought.
The Thinker. Oh, we're sorry, Ari.
Oh, I don't know how that happened,
We've
Ari.
closed
Sorry.
our list. Social engagement.
Yeah, Mr. O's got some plans this evening, so
Yeah.
we have to cut off the list after we're done with what we got here. So
Oh,
we
I'm sorry about that.
apologize.
All right, we'll see you again then.
All right.
The Thinker and social engagement.
Well, I think, therefore I am. No, I think the Thinker is here to say that maybe all of this is involving something that involves others. And you may have to think about how you wish to engage with others on whatever's going on here. So, in other words, if it is about, I know it's social engagement, it sounds like a party, but I'm taking it in context with everything I see here. And I feel here that it may just mean that, like, for example, if this is about what's going on with the vet, you have to think about what you're going to say and what your decisions, what your moves are going to be here that will help ease your mind and ease your stress in this situation. What is the best course of action to take here? And maybe you too have to think about what others are telling you at this time.
Another thing to note that I've just noticed is that we have 3 tens here. We have the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords,
Wow.
and this 10 of Clubs for the social engagement. And so I think there's a clear sign here too that maybe what you need to know at this time is that some situations are changing and maybe pulling to a close. Matters are ending and maybe new matters will start to begin to manifest. So this is a time maybe where you have to think about how you are parlaying into new situations or how you are parlaying out of the old situations. An example might be that maybe you might have to choose a different doctor for your pet or a different place to take your pet. There may be just some newness things going on as you are sort of removing yourself from some old things.
And if it is about that, again, I just want to say, and I'm hoping it is, because it really sounds like, your fears or anxieties or stresses that you've been experienced might be finished one way or another.
I hope so.
So I hope so. I wish you luck with that, Mary. Good luck with that.
Take care.
All right.
And we're on
Tanya
Tanya
is
now.
up.
Hi, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya, let's see what we've got here. What is going on in Guillaume's head regarding me currently? Also, if you can see why he chose to be with Ambika.
So it's kind of 2 questions, but we can see what we get.
Well, it might all come out.
It may all come out. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. I'm going to use that one.
And of course, we missed Ari today. We did have to close the list, but we will be back on Thursday. So Ari and others may be able to come back and see us then. We're on 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. You're welcome, Tanya. Or at least we'll see what you feel like when the question is answered.
Yeah, I can't always guaranteeing you hear what you want here. Oy.
Yeah, so Mr. O has a friend in town that he's going to visit after the show in a little while.
I'm not going to stay home because it's Lions Night, but I will have another opportunity to see this friend later next week.
They're a part of a larger circle that we were a part of, and so we may have a get-together with that group.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we have the Empress upright. The Four of Cups is upright.
No, it's reversed.
Reversed. Sorry.
Sorry.
And strength is reversed.
And strength is reversed. All right. I think I need
feel
to show
something
these.
there. Go on.
Misfortune and the Guide.
Okay. This is very interesting reading, I think, Tanya. Okay, so I want to just look at the question again. Okay, going off Yam's head regarding me currently. Regarding you currently, let me tackle that part first, what I see here. What is that one? Oh, strength reversed. I feel here that they did not feel you were the right choice for them necessarily, because they felt that you lacked something they were looking for character-wise. Now, when I say that, Tanya, that is no reflection on you. You're not a bad person. It was just that they just felt something was missing that they were looking for. And I just feel that way. They felt there was a weakness there. There was something missing that they were looking for. Do you see where I'm going? Why I felt that?
I've seen that. I'm wondering if they felt maybe you weren't as interested in wifely things as they thought you should be.
Oh, is that
like
what you're getting here?
Yeah, or, mate things as much. But I'm pulling that together from that too.
They made another choice.
They made another choice, or they didn't feel you were the right choice for them, perhaps.
Tanya, I have another odd feeling about this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but is it possible that they maybe got this person pregnant?
Oh.
The Empress is a card of fertility.
Yeah.
And so I'm just throwing that out there, that maybe this is something they had to do. But I also feel here that they may have felt very attracted to Ambika because she was very more doting on them in some way. Maybe even smothering them with...
Tanya says no, not possible.
Okay, that's all right. So the other aspects of this card to me make me feel that they may have been doting on them or giving them a lot more of the attention they were looking for.
It almost just feels too like in a way that they felt there was something more nourishing or fulfilling with Ambika, or that maybe they just felt they had more opportunities, something could grow there better, whether there wasn't a child involved now, maybe they're looking down the line at, the prospects of a family or something like that.
Now, here's another aspect that I think might come into play here. I noticed there's this card called the Guide and Misfortune. And to me, I feel this is saying it's possible here somebody else influenced them that you would not be good for them. They may have listened to either family or somebody else in their circle of friends that maybe steered them in another direction.
Which maybe two of those cards above could sort of add a little weight there, perhaps. Strength reversed, Four of Cups reversed.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody was influential in helping them see Ambika in a different light than they saw you.
And see, again, let's remember, this is not necessarily a reflection on you.
Right.
It's just the way this worked itself out. You can't please everybody, and you may not be everybody's perfect mate. And if family or other people are involved in this decision-making process...
How could we do that possibly? Could we?
Okay, you're talking about if the guide was influencing them? We could do a yes-no on that.
Let's do a quick one then.
Let's ask if that was the most influential factor. Let's do that.
Should I shuffle too?
Yeah, you can go first.
Right.
I'll cut for you, but I want to count them.
Yes.
That's okay.
You're welcome, Tanya. And yeah, we got time. We can do this.
And then we'll go on to Violet Lotus.
No, we have Jamie's first.
We have Jamie's cowboy first. That's right. I'm sorry. sorry. I think I'll take another sip of my liquid. Maybe I need hydration. My brain cells are starting to shrivel. All right. Let's see what we get here. Was that it?
Nope.
Wow. Well, it's leaning towards no, but the ironic thing about this, Tanya, is we got people cards here. We have the King of Swords upright. We have the World upright. And then we have the Page of Cups upright.
So in straight up fashion, the idea that somebody was influential in changing them to go more towards Amica seems to be a straight no. But these are other factors that may be involved regardless.
So this sounds like this person. This might be the person himself making the choice, making the decision. I mean, it's possible that still that other read had pointed out that there could have been somebody trying to steer them away from you. But ultimately, it was really not that influential. This person made a choice of where they felt their heart lied, where they felt their success in romance lied, or a future together, and they trusted their gut on this. They went with what they felt.
They may have been aware of other people's feelings, but this is somewhat definitive here that they decided this was a choice they were making for themselves.
So, there might have been talk back and forth. Maybe there were people that said, you were good for them. And maybe there were others who were saying, oh no, or one person who was saying, don't do this. But ultimately, I think they did make the decision themselves.
So that's what we have.
So that's what we have for you. I wish you the best going forward. Good luck with that.
All right. And we are on Jamie's Cowboys.
Okay, your deck.
My friend is finally communicating, but no talking or messaging me back. So they're just like indicating they've seen a message, they like it or something.
Should I leave? What's the point?
Should you leave? What's the point?
How do you want to do that?
I'm going to just shoot a straight up yes, no, I think.
I think we want to get down to brass tacks here. Let's see what we get. Do a yes, no.
Yeah. We can always do something more later. You're welcome, Tanya.
Because we do want to know, should you leave? Yeah. Hey, you're very welcome, Tanya.
You're welcome, Jackie. I know it's probably a little bit later over there. We will hopefully get through your reading this week.
To you. I hope you enjoy it. I had fun
making this. If there's anybody out there that we still owe a deck to or a reading, likewise, we're hoping to get to it this week.
The mail should be going out. And Violet, yeah, we will do that for you. We'll talk to you about that. I think you wanted it mailed a certain way. We'll talk about that. All right, let's see what we have here. Well, this is going to be interesting depending on what you've got. Okay.
So I have one ace, so it's leaning towards no,
That you shouldn't leave.
that you shouldn't leave.
Okay,
Here
well,
are the other cards. The reversed Five of Cups. And then Death 13 upright. This is a high
holy moly.
change card. This is about change and transformation. Support is in the Lenormand, and planning.
All right.
The Five of Cups reversed could indicate that an old friend comes back.
Yes, that's
That's
one of
literally-
the old meanings of that.
That's literally the typical meaning of that card,
Wow.
Jamie's. An old friend comes back.
An old
No,
friend-
we're sorry, Naya. We're closed now.
Yeah, Naya, we apologize. We're
we can
nearing
get you
the
on
end.
Thursday.
An old friend returns is one of the first messages I learned when I was studying tarot, literally. But, it also means a return of hope, a return, a new beginning
Yeah.
possible. So they're taking it slow. They're checking you out, is my feeling here. And I think a big change is coming, a change for the better. Death is often a sign of that.
This is a really good sign. I almost wonder if maybe this person was going through such a change themselves of magnitude that it was really impossible for them to deal with most other things until maybe more recently, and now some signs of life are beginning. I don't know, just a thought there. But if it's not them changing, the situation is changing, or you're changing too.
I hope this reading bears out for you, because I know you've been
Yeah,
struggling.
you'll have to let us know
You've
if we
been
screwed it
struggling
up.
with this. And I do have to say here, though, from what I'm seeing with even these cards, I almost feel like they are planning to support you more, to get back in to being more of a
Planning
friend.
and support.
That's what it looks like to me. There's a plan here, and it seems like it will support you rather than not. So maybe this is also saying you should plan on supporting this further. At least they're back. And maybe they just still need more time. I understand it's frustrating, the social media world to me is usually very quick paced, and people expect things to happen and responses to just flow. But I think trust factors are involved here in this case with whatever happened between the two of you. And this person might be trying to rebuild their trust back with you. And so therefore there's laying low for now, but I have a feeling things could change for the better.
We certainly hope so.
Yeah.
You'll have to let us know.
So I wish you luck with this.
Good luck.
The cards are looking kind of positive.
They
I
are.
will say this, Jamie. Mercury is in its shadow phase right now. So as far as communications go with everything, expect there's going to be delays. There might be missed signals. So be careful if you make a move now, because things are topsy-turvy when Mercury goes retrograde, and it's going to go retrograde in earnest on November 25th. So...
Oh, my doctor's appointment.
So good luck with that.
All right, Jamie.
Oh, I thought...
Much luck to you.
Tarot Ship reported that it happened already. It happened, I can't remember, sometime this week. Oh, well.
This
whatever.
week is tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. That'll definitely be tomorrow then, if nothing else.
All right.
Violet
good luck.
Lotus,
Good
you
luck,
are
good luck.
up.
And you're welcome.
All right, Violet. I don't know. I remember seeing that he had said, oh, Mercury's going into its pre-shadow phase tomorrow, but that's maybe out of his calendar. I have
It's
no
like the
idea.
age of Aquarius. No astrologer agrees on when that's going to happen either.
That's true. That's true. Message guidance from the goddess, please, regarding what I'm working on and learning about these days. Okay, not giving more info.
Oh.
All right, that's fine. What you're working on these days. I'm going to use this. You can get another look at this under the oak. It's kind of an unusual deck. There's like a backstory. There's this woman who's in some fantastical land, and there's a backstory to it. And so that's included in the book that comes with it.
We love you too, Jamies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jamies. I like the blue backs to them too. It's really pretty. So, and the colors certainly pop.
And I want to thank Divine, if they're still around, for their donation.
Oh, she did not have to. Oh,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Divine. You know, well, thank you. All right.
I'm sorry. It was a nice one too. Thank you so much, sweetie.
All right, we're going to do my reading for this one, of course. I think because it's a message. But it's the Five of Cups upright is the first card here, Violet. So
Thank you.
the message is...
Hold on, I'm sorry.
I know you're...
Where is it? I can't see it.
There you are.
Sorry, it's a long day. Five of Cups.
I could look at this a couple of different ways. I think the guides are saying here, if this don't look to past disappointments at this time. Don't wallow on things that have not worked out. This is a time to focus on your skills and talents that you are presently working on, or that you have presently available to you. And so I'm also wondering here, without wanting to get anything out of you, if this isn't something from your past that you're trying to resurrect, it's something that you have to fall back on, so to speak. You know what I mean? So in other words, things you've been feeling disappointed about, other things you've been trying to do in your life. So therefore, those two remaining cups that's usually in the Five of Cups, that's what you're doing. You're falling back on something. And Spirit is saying this could be good for you so long as you don't allow your disappointments and setbacks that you've experienced from other things to discourage you in going forward.
There's waves and tides and continuity in our spiritual lives, and maybe the challenge for you is to understand that there's always going to be a wave going in and out to some degree. And it's kind of like us trying to gain new followers. We go up a few, we go back down a few, we go up a few, and so on. And so sometimes progress comes in waves, and maybe sometimes progress goes away in little ways too, because it's sort of there to remind you, don't forget, keep working on it. You can actually refine it and make it better. Everything you're working on, everything all of us are working on, we can still improve on it more. We never arrive totally. I had a friend back in the 70s when it was popular to find yourself, and he would say, you can't find yourself, because if you did, you'd be at a dead end.
Well,
Constant progress and change.
I like the way you question this card, Violet, because we know there are negative connotations to this card upright.
Sure.
And so I will say this. Spirit may be asking you right now to question yourself. Are you disappointed in this path? Are you questioning your progress right now and feeling remorseful? Maybe they're trying to tell you too, don't react too quickly. There may be something here for you that you're not totally seeing, because there are 2 cups still standing, right? So why is this important?
Because you're going there. You're getting there. You may not be getting there in the time you want, but you're getting there. The world.
The world. So success is here for you. So why is this important? They're telling you that you could achieve success here. You know, it may take a while for you to reach that pinnacle because the world is kind of like that. But you could be walking through a new threshold here and beginning a successful journey. I think here this is good for you.
So where will it lead to? Ultimately.
Oh.
Sorry. The High Priestess is reversed, and maybe that's a sign of saying that where it leads to is for you realizing that your feet are in both worlds. Your feet is in this world of the sub or unconscious, but your feet has to also remain a little bit in the conscious world too. You have to navigate and pull both things together as a wave, like I was talking about. It's the waves of that. Sometimes the waves are taking you more towards your intuition, and sometimes they're saying, no, you need a common sense answer too.
Well, it's a little bit disconcerting to me to see this, but I think the way things are heading for a while for you is there's still going to be periods of confusion. There's still going to be, and again, I got to look at this as an Aries sort of thing. There's going to be periods of confusion and doubt in, whether this is going to work out for you. You're going to forget the fact that success is assured here because you may be getting antsy, that things aren't moving as fast as you would like. But you know what they say? All good things take time to manifest. What? Okay, well, that's okay.
So Lenormand says 2 cards, Misfortune and the Pragmatist.
Okay. So you have to think strategically here. You have to think strategically here about navigating through the challenges and obstacles that you may face, the confusion that you have. Because if you don't, it could lead to another dead end. You can't allow yourself to veer off course because you feel confused or maybe you get bored with the progress. You have to stay the course and strategically map this out to avoid the pitfalls.
Remember what I said about this card, the High Priestess reverse, saying you need to keep 1 foot in one world and 1 foot in the other world. And I think that's saying the pragmatist part of you is saying, like, you can't always expect everything to be just sort of working the way you think Spirit is going to deliver to you. There are things that you will have to really get involved and get a little bit of dirt under your fingernails to mitigate yourself through.
Well,
yeah, in a way.
In a way. I think that the pragmatist is just a person who really needs to, and I like what Mr. O said about being in both worlds here. It's possible here that the answer to the dilemma or you staying on track isn't so much with your intuition, it's with thinking strategically now. Thinking strategically in this way.
And gosh, isn't that the greatest strength of an Aries, in a way?
Maybe.
Bam. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, maybe. So I and I like this, and in the tarot, I would consider this the tower in a way, Volcanoes, they blow up and they destroy things, but yet that lava has a lot of nourishing fertility in it for the ground to recover after. So I think here No, that's the case. Fire burns away the old and makes new room for new growth. Wow. So I don't think this is going to be easy for you, but I think that having this card right here, why it's important that you do what you're doing is because there could very well be a successful outcome for you. But you know, in typical Aries fashion, if you don't get to that finish line because you veer off course, you allow yourself to stray, then what can I say? There you go. Good luck with that. A continued evolution. I like that. I like your thinking there. All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And we are done. It's 4:08 too. Not too bad, not too shabby. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed their readings today. Thanks again to Divine Universe for a wonderful donation. We appreciate it.
Thank you so
that.
much, Divine.
And I guess we will see you Thursday for our regular live show. Don't forget all our other programming. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead. Got anything to add, Mr. O?
No, I'm probably going to get an unboxing out there too. I did one for the Universal Folklore Tarot, which is a beautiful tarot. Check it out if you can. And sometime this week, I'm probably going to have the Midnight Boulevard, which is a new kind of goth kind of tarot.
So
you're welcome, Violet.
You're very welcome, Violet.
Have a great night, you guys.
Good luck, everybody.
Kara, Jamie.
Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.